All right, you guys, we are back. It's your boy Q, and up next we have DJ Akademiks. Goes off on Taxstone for violating him and speaking on his lawsuit. Shout out to Chick Smooth for the video. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Akademiks is definitely going through a very weird case, which I'm pretty sure we'll probably go over some of the details in this video. But yeah, the thing about these civil cases is that they have a track record of usually the person suing for the money usually getting that money, because unlike a criminal trial, it really does fall on like the defense to basically prove that they're innocent. Enough dilly dallying. We'll jump right to the video. Again, it's entitled DJ Akademiks goes off on Taxstone for violating him and speaking on his lawsuit.
It's starting to get interesting between DJ Akademiks and Taxstone. Ever since Taxstone got locked up, DJ Akademiks has covered the entire case between him and Troy Ave. Now, as a big media person like DJ Akademiks is, anytime you report on a case or story, you try to break it down to your best of your abilities and also remain fair to both parties. Now, if you're Taxstone while you're sitting in prison doing your time and you see DJ Akademiks give your op a podcast deal, you're definitely gonna feel some kind of way. Akademiks signed Troy Ave and gave him a podcast deal under his network, The Academy, which in my opinion was when Taxstone started to see Akademiks as an op.
Well, of course. And honestly, Ak is definitely somebody that it seems like is easy to like not like, especially with some of the way he kind of like shits on some of these people, you know? So I could see why he's not the most likable to people. And honestly, he doesn't really try too hard to make himself likable. It's just him.
Before that, he was calling Akademiks while he was in jail, trying to give him some backstory, some context to some of his cases. But now I see that you went and gave some money to my op. I'm gonna start treating you just like I treat him. Anytime Akademiks' name is mentioned in some kind of lawsuit, best believe Taxstone is going to be right there speaking on it. Now, yesterday while he was on Twitter Spaces, Taxstone went off on Akademiks. Not only was Taxstone happy,
the fact that he's locked up and he's doing like a bid and he's able to do all this stuff is crazy. But times have changed. Like, inmates now have iPads, fam. Like, legitimate iPads.
To see Akademiks' name involved in a lawsuit, but he also called him out for being a bully to women.
If I was in civilization, all I would do is just tell these dudes what they're not gonna do. That's it. I'm gonna just be like, shut the fuck up. Don't say it again. Because if I see you, I'm going to grab your ass. I'm going to emasculate you.
Pause, fam. Pause, fam. You're not going to grab nothing, fam. But low-key, Taxstone is crazy. If anyone saw the footage of him at that club, the dude picked up a weapon and freaking shot. Obviously, he is locked up, but the dude is still heavily connected. So if he wanted you touched, he could probably get you touched. But yeah, he's talking about grabbing ass, though. I don't know, fam.
I'm going to turn you into the bitch you are. We need to have certain respect barriers, and it should not be allowed that men could be thinking that they could just be talking to anybody the way they be talking to them, because you're not built like that. You're not built like that, bro. You hang with a whole bunch of informants, bro. You hang with people who call the police all day, and you're going to call the police. No.
I will give Ak credit. He kind of admits that. He admits that he would snitch. He admits he would call the police, which is why I feel like a lot of times he does egg things on. Part of that is because, like, all right, now could you really do something? Because now you have all this video, like, now you have all this video evidence of you threatening this person. So if something were to happen to him at all, like, dude, who do you think they're going to look at, you know? Of course, he eggs it on. But he does know who to not fuck with, because there's definitely times where he's kind of, like, tucked his tail, and obviously, like, and of course anybody would, depending on the person that they're, like, trying to go at right now.
You should not think you're going to talk like that. See, I am a dude. They can let me go home tomorrow and I will smack your fucking teeth down your mouth as soon as you say something. They can let me go home tomorrow, and if put his hands on me, I'm going to be in the same fucking situation again today. You know, if Akademiks is innocent, then, you know,
okay, I believe
so be it, bro. But if you're not innocent, yeah, you need to get your ass kicked, and you need to go to jail. I want you in here with me. I want you as my bunkie. Pull up.
After everything he said, all I can picture is him trying to grab Ak booty, you know what I mean? But like, the situation is crazy. Yeah, of course, if he did it, then he should face the repercussions. And honestly, for him to lose his money, they don't even have to prove that he did it, really. He has to prove that he didn't do anything, which gets a little more difficult.
Now, you guys knew Akademiks was definitely going to respond back to Taxstone. This morning, not only did he address all the allegations regarding the paperwork, but he also has some words for Taxstone as well. I've already said this, and I'm going to continue to say it. Ak, you cannot win in the battle with Taxstone. Taxstone has...
Not on some street shit. not on some street shit. So like, what can you really say but like flex some money or flex your freedom? Because when he says he will crash out and be right back in prison, like at this point you got to believe him. This is like his second long bid.
Has nothing but time while he's in prison. Taxstone is going to continue speaking on you as long as you continue giving him attention. I think he's trying to start a podcast with Twitter Spaces. You got to be careful not to take the bait. You guys get in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this back and forth between Akademiks and Taxstone. Subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man. The big thoughts on this, as long as he has nothing but time while he's in prison. Taxstone is going to continue speaking on you as long as you continue giving him attention.
Facts. At the end of the day, the dude's going to start his podcast, and this is, you're getting at basically the #1 guy in hip-hop media right now. So look at the eyes that are on him because of this. It's definitely smart. But two things can be true, and I do feel like he wants to slap him. So, like, yeah, fam.
I think he's trying to start a podcast with Twitter Spaces. You got to be careful not to take the bait. You guys get in the comments below.
The dude, before he got locked up, had a very successful podcast. Like, he got some dope guests, and his lane was very different than like the average rap podcast. The type of guests he had on there, he wasn't really trying to have rapper promo on there like that, unless you were a rapper that was really about it. But the dude would have some certified dudes on there. So his lane, he has a great lane, especially how people love like true crime and stuff like that these days.
Let me know your thoughts on this back and forth between Akademiks and Taxstone. Subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
The biggest threat they told us afterward, they were like, yo, we want $300,000. They said, we're going to go to the press. We're going to BuzzFeed News. BuzzFeed actually reached out to us. They folded up. I don't think they ran the story. So that's like a non-existent, like that case is just in limbo. Again, 2 years, and this is how slowly the justice and even court system work. By the way, I want to mention Akademiks is never, have not been, is not in threat of any criminal liability with any situation.
Well, there he's trying to paint the narrative. If he were to lose this case, even though it's just a civil and yeah, you're not going to do any jail time, people are going to say you did it. And public opinion is strong enough where like, dude, that affects careers. And he's not like exempt from that. So yeah, I know he's going to say, hey, I didn't do it. It's almost like you're trying to get ahead of it. Because like I said, it's a lot easier to win a civil case, at least for like the prosecution than it is for the defense. Because the defense has to prove that they didn't do anything. Versus like a criminal trial, like I said, it's inverted. But like, yeah, dude, if you lose this case, people are going to say you did it.
By the way, Taxstone, as you sit in jail, you're doing 400 months, okay? I just want to remind you, I listened to a video of you earlier, you were wishing to have a cellmate. My brother will look around and pick the cutest nigga who's in the canteen. It's not going to be me, my buddy. I know you're trying to liken your case to otherwise, and it sounds crazy when you're talking extremely tough from a jail cell. It just doesn't hit no more. This is the most attention I'll give you. So I try to give you a little bit of grace, but I could tell you're very disgruntled with where you are. That has nothing to do with me, my coverage, or anything else. My brother, the facts of the situation, let me tell you this. I talk spicy. You have talked spicy. I don't care if you say you're tough and I'm not tough. And this is another thing to Mr. Taxstone. As you sit there with the stupid look on your face, brother, be mad that you fumbled the bag. You know, Charlemagne offered me to be the.
At least he's not talking gangster, because obviously that wouldn't fly. This is probably the only method he could have. You could see there is some animosity in his voice, but how else are you going to address Taxstone? Because God forbid some magical thing happens, he gets pardoned and he out on the streets looking for Ack, trying to grab his booty
under his network.
Crazy,
before it was tax season. I wasn't ready for a podcast. He got you. But he was the bozo with the red nose who crashed out against all the rappers, but did it in a way that you thought was gangster. But look where it landed you. It landed me at the top of the media list. Where are you at? That's all I want to say to you, brother. So as you sit there and you waste, as I said, I guess I got 399 months of this bullshit. But I get it. I've urged, and I include you in that, you should go look up the case, because I am not above anything. I can't discuss it because I'm paying lawyers. It would hurt me. I think.
Wait, when you have an open case, you shouldn't speak about it at all. Any details could only hurt you. So why say anything at all? Definitely been advised not to.
Like, I just hear this guy just hot air. I'm trying to listen to him, see if he's making a point.
Yeah, that's 33 years, fam. 33 and a third. You know, like, wait, you do like 75. I doubt he's not gonna do all 33 unless he goes and does something wild in jail. But like, fam, God forbid Taxstone gets out.
He's talking tough. I hear niggas walking past the cell. I hear niggas dangling keys. I'm like, oh my God, like, bruv. Like, I get it. I think the homie's mad because I covered his case and because I gave Troy Ave like $100K deal.
It was the Troy
I'm
Ave.
sorry, my brother. I ain't had nothing against you. Okay? And I guess you want me to like identify with you because you're like, well, Ak, you talk shit just like me. Maybe you gotta kill a nigga when they run up at you.
No.
Tax, I'm not sneaking into like when I go to see Party Next Door, I'm not bringing a weapon. If I
That's a different show. That's a different type of show, fam. Like Party Next Door, an R&B show. To try to say that you wouldn't bring a pistol to like a PND show is wild. I don't think you're gonna need it there, fam. Trust me, you'll be fine.
see, I don't know, whoever, I might have to kill him. I'm not gonna 5 entrances try to sneak in, hoping I have a weapon under my shirt. I gotta kill a nigga. That's not me. I go to see Party Next Door. First of all, I'm not going if Party doesn't say Akademiks. It's Friday. I want to hang out with you after my show. So part of me even going there is me saying, Party invited me. So if something surprises me there that I don't know, I don't like, I'm looking at him to say, what's up with you? He invites me. He said, I want to hang out with you. Okay, so I show up. Who do I show up with? Even then I show up with security. Because I don't want to be in there like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe you weren't getting paid by whoever you assigned to, but I'm getting paid lovely. I'm not really scrapping with you niggas out in public either.
I don't think it was, Ak never came off as a type that he was going to scrap or fight anybody. I feel like most of the time there's like a skerfuffle. He kind of always like jettisons off to the side, you know? Like fam, like when he was with, when he was with 6ix9ine at the Complex Con and like there was drama, he like hid behind a tree or any of these things. Like he's not the type to go and do nothing. He seems like he's the type to freeze up, which is cool.
So let's kill that too. So I'm showing up with security. I'm showing up when the artist himself, I don't do labels or this and that. I might show up if somebody invite me. I'll be in the suite that's detached, but I'm not trying to go backstage. I don't do industry mixy shit.
Of course, because there's other folks in there, you know, and they may have an issue with you. Party may unknowingly invite somebody, not knowing that you guys have static. And Ak is definitely somebody that over the last, 10 years, probably more than that now, that he's kind of, he's had a lot of friction with a lot of people. There's a lot of people that would, they may not want to kill him, but they'd want to snuff him in the face for how he covered them or just how he spoke about him. Like, what if Saucy Santana saw him in an event? What would happen? Probably the same thing Taxstone said he was going to do. But like, yeah, fam, Ak, you move like a person that is afraid to go to certain places, and justifiably so.
Just give me like, it could be the suite over there with the randoms. I'm cool. I still have my security. Nigga, you was in the green room at motherfucking whatever, with a gun under your shirt because you knew there could be niggas you don't like sitting there. Did T.I. tell you to come there and be there? I don't know. But that's for you to deal with, and you have 400 months to deal with it. Nigga, I know you're wishing and hoping, but I'm sorry, tough luck. You see a nigga like Taxstone was one of the next up. And I see you try to get off that at Flacco. Boy, stop it. You had a lot of potential, but Flacco gonna outlast you because Flacco's smart. The smart.
Yeah, but Flacco is also very, very unlikable as well. So that's not helping him. A lot of people did like Tax. And Tax, I want to say his trajectory looked a lot better than like Flacco's. Like every time I watch something with Flacco, like it was very cringy watching Flacco converse with anybody.
Nigga is not locked up for 35. That's not the smart guy. That ain't the smart guy. Never at all. The smart guy didn't.
I made a stupid decision.
Trick himself out the spot. That's not the smart guy. I want to make that abundantly clear. So, I thought I had a decent relationship. Yo, Tax, didn't somebody sneak a phone through their ass crack? You called me one time when you were in trial, nigga. Like, you communicate me, and I get it. Like, sometimes y'all be thinking that nobody's playing teams like that. Nobody cares like that, you know? And I had no ill will towards you because I thought, like,
I think he just saw it as a money move, like, most definitely.
When you came in the game, I thought it was important. I really did. I honestly did, because everybody wanted me to be the blogger that could be the tough guy, but I wasn't the tough guy. And then you came.
I don't think anybody ever expected you to be the tough guy at all. I don't think you ever. You were the kid in the basement. I don't think you ever gave off the energy that you was going to be tough. You would say wild stuff But honestly, look where it's gotten him. Like, yeah, Taxstone is locked up, and dude, for 33 years, that shit is crazy. But Ak, you have to move in a manner that, like, dude, you're afraid to go to certain cities. You talk about how you can't go to Chicago, dude. You talk about how you can't go to a lot of places. Like, you've talked about this, so it's like, dude, like, you don't have the most optimal situation either, like moving around.
Came in as a natural tough guy and a blogger, and I was like, all right, well, y'all fuck with Tax. And I've always said that. Like, I love when the tough guys come in because I'm like, all right, fuck with them, because Ak could only give you Ak.
Yeah.
We never really kind of crossed paths. I like how you stood up to Meek Mill. I love that. But then you got locked up and you're so bitter. It's like you're blaming everybody else. Why Akademiks keep speaking on everybody's case but himself? Brother, I just spoke on my situation. It's not a criminal case. And here's the difference, my nigga. Again, there's probably culpability if you want to say, yo, Ak, well, you know what? You know, I've learned that don't invite niggas to your house. No more niggas to my house. Yeah, that's the new rule. No niggas to my house.
That should have been a rule.
Listen, nobody around me in certain shit. No. You know, like, as soon as people say certain shit, I'm saying, I'm gonna catch y'all niggas later. Trust me, you got to learn in every situation. The one thing I haven't ever heard Tax say, and Tax, while you're sitting in that dark cell with niggas walking back and forth and you shouting at the Puerto Rican nigga down there saying you gonna put hands on him, this is the exact reason why where you are. But also, just address this fact. Have you came to the realization and acknowledgement? Because trust me, I've had to pay a lot of money to lawyers, which I could have been blowing on anything else. But this is a situation that I have to defend because now people want to take what I've earned, right? So I get it. It's okay. You can't be mad at it. So it is what it is. Obviously, the best thing is there is no jail implications. Cool. All right. But people think you got it. They want it. What I've never heard you acknowledge is that you killed a man that night. That you brought a gun in a New York City nightclub where you know guns ain't. Look, they're frying K-Flock.
New York City has the strictest gun laws in the freaking country. You get like 2 years just for having one, and it gets exponentially worse the more ammo you have.
You brought a gun in there. You went from exit to exit trying to figure out a way. You antagonized the man for months. And when he saw you and he punched you, you couldn't take the L. I don't think he was going to shoot you, but you shot his bodyguard. That's the only reason why you landed where you landed. Yeah, Troy Ave wasn't a great person. The nigga was talking shit, doing all type of bullshit. But acknowledge what you've done, my brother. And I think that's where we'll all get to it. I ended it with...
Yeah. And for Ak to think that people wanted him to be the tough guy, I don't think anyone ever expected that. But yeah, I mean, he's not wrong when he says Taxstone didn't make smart decisions. He obviously didn't. When you're on that type of trajectory and you know you about to be out of here, why put yourself in those situations, like knowing that these people are gonna be there, and dude, like, you did it to yourself. You could have literally changed the course of your family's lives with the deals that you were like expected to get. Like, dude, Joe, a lot of people were championing him, you know. As of right now, he looks like he'll never reach his true potential because there's only so much you can do while you're locked up, you know. Like, yeah, you can record this podcast and you can monetize it and you could honestly do pretty well for yourself and have a nice little like pretty penny for like a commissary and for when you get out and to like help your family out. But bro, like, it doesn't change the fact that you locked up. And again, he does have his podcast coming out, so this could definitely be a move. So this is definitely going to generate eyes on that. But I do feel like he like feels these things about Ak. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If like Ak loses this trial, like, how do you think that tarnishes his career? Or do you think it affects his numbers at all? Do you think he just stays the course and it's like nothing ever happened? It's a civil case, so he's obviously not going to do any jail time, which is something that he kept stressing, which is like trying to almost like deflect the guilt. Even if I lose, I'm not guilty because I'm not getting locked up. But honestly, I feel like that's not going to be enough because like allegations don't have to be real for them to stick. And we're seeing that with Drake and the PDF stuff. Like, and who knows? More information could be like provided tomorrow that switches that whole thing around. But I feel like if the public thinks you are one, like, dude, there's gonna be nothing that you can do to like escape that tag. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does the channel wonders. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are freaking awesome. You guys are freaking dope. The channel's going freaking super dope. Yeah, and the next goal is 5K by the end of the year, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna do. We're looking fucking pretty good, guys. But yeah, hope you guys love the video and I hope to see you guys soon. Damn, Tax, you fucked up, fam.